Yeah, real talk, not a talk. Ain't nothing to be said. He know what it is. Do you know what it is?
Who are we? Bang Bang Niner Gang. Bang Bang Niner Gang. Bang Bang Niner Gang. Bang Bang Niner Gang. Who are we? Bang Bang Niner Gang. Bang Bang Niner Gang. Bang Bang Niner Gang.
Touchdown 49ers.
Bang Bang Niner Gang. Who are we?
Touchdown 49ers.
Yeah. What's going on, Empire? What's going on, fellow faithfuls? As you all know, we're the Real Talk Niner Talk crew, here to bring you another live broadcast. And today we have company. But before we get started, we're going to do a little something like this. All right. And here we go, y'all. And here we go, y'all. Let's get it. Real Talk. Niner Talk. It's Niner Gang over everything. From the Rotten Apple, New York City, I'm your host, Niner Style, and we're the Real Talk Niner Talk crew. Bring you yet another live broadcast of Real Talk Niner Talk. Now, today's topic will be the Week 11 post-game discussion. The Niners and the Jags. Let's go. Hey. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, man, can you guys, can we hear my music today?
Yes, sir.
I got the sound back up, man. Give me a round of applause, man. That's promise. I brought the product back. Last week we had a real bland, typical show, but you know, that's not what we do on Real Talk. All right. And we're gonna get into our first guest from my left to your right, from the west side, the best side. Let's give it up for our brother from another mother. Give it up for Neon Dion, Niner Gang Podcast. Hey. What? Hey. Give it up for Neon Dion, y'all. Niner Gang Podcast in the building. Hold up, I gotta get it right here. Ooh, no, not you. All right, let's do it. It's from my left to your right. The Prince of the South, from the dirty South, Georgia. Let's give it up for my guy from the Mactown. What they Mactown? Let's give it up, y'all. Juju Hargrove. Hey. Hey. Let's give it up for Juju Hargrove. Right on. And down below from Dallas, Texas, from the Southwest, our little brother. Some say he's controversial, but I say he's got a whole lot of passion. Let's give it up, y'all. Dollar Bill Will. Hey. Dollar bill. Dollar bill. Dollar bill. Dollar bill. Hey, let's give it up for Dollar Will. AKA Sersky. Yes. Mm-hmm. And next on the agenda, from the west side, the best side, the Dago Kid. Now, this guy's not just our cousin or just any cousin. He's our first cousin, y'all. So let's give it up for Super Dave, the OG. I hear ya. Hey. Give it up, y'all, for Super Dave, the OG.
What's good?
All right. And last, but damn sure not least, also from the west side, the best side. Let's give it up for the first lady of Real Talk, Red Jet Shell.
1989 street violence
Hey.
in San Francisco has risen to an all-time high.
Man, I ain't even tripping on that,
What?
man, because I live on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Uh.
I'm down with the street.
You live here in San
Hey.
Francisco?
That's right. I'm from the 415 IFB.
Excuse me, sir. What is your name?
My name, Cool Nut.
Let's give it up, y'all, for Red Jet Shell, first lady of Real Talk, Niner Talk. Y'all know how we give it up, man. Y'all know how we give it up. Where is it? There it is.
Welcome to the home of that official realness. Let's get it in with Real Talk. Niner Talk.
Let's go, baby. Let's talk about it, baby. Real Talk, Niner Talk. Uh-oh, let me turn it down, guys. I'm jamming too much.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I'm jamming too much. Gotta turn it. Gotta be able to hear us. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, that was the soundtrack to that ad when we gave the Jaguars that past weekend.
Soul.
Oh yeah, Neo Soul, man. Y'all know how we doing Real Talk. We don't play with the music on this pod. Y'all know how we do.
I was waiting for D'Angelo or somebody to come out.
D'Angelo, you got to remember, D'Angelo ain't what he once used to be.
Yeah, D'Angelo.
He is a long ways from that untitled video now.
Yeah, D'Angelo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Chicks ain't screaming for D'Angelo no more.
Out right now.
Man, D'Angelo looking like Buddha. He got a Buddha belly. He picking cotton out his neighborhood. That's what he's doing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about it, guys. You know, we put the smack down on the Jags. Didn't I say that last week? We ain't got nothing to worry about, man. We just go ahead. We're gonna do what we do because we're better. There's certain teams we supposed to beat just because of who we are. If that makes sense. If that ain't coming off too cocky, you know, we're the 49ers, man. That's who we are. You know.
Yeah, we right. You right.
It makes
you right.
sense, but we still didn't know which team was going to show up, and that's been the case with this team all season. The team we expected to show up did show up the past 2 weeks. We're expecting that all season, and we're 5-5 because of that.
Right. Well, look, guys, y'all know what time it is. I gotta cut the beat, man. Y'all know no show is official without the roll call. You know. Let's get it. Ooh, I'm sorry. I always do that. Mind me, guys. I'm okay. No show is complete without the roll call. So let's get it. Hey. It's the roll call. All right, first on the agenda, we got Bebop Jones. Welcome to the discussion, Bebop Jones. Thank you for rocking out with Real Talk Night. Facebook.
Yes, we are taking it back to the 90s today.
Yes, we are. All right, let's give it up for this Facebook user. Facebook users, just type your name in before your comment so we know who you are. We give you the proper respects, all right? All right, in the place to be, we got our brother Darius Ali. Give it up for Darius.
Let's go, Darius.
Oh, and we got our homegirl in the building. Give it up, y'all, for Tanya Sayal. What's up, Tanya? I gotta cut the beat, y'all. She is in the building. No broadcast is ever official without the queen.
She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever.
Give it up for Panama Queen.
Give it
up for Panama Queen. All right, y'all. Wait, now where were we? At the roll call. It's the roll call. Hey. All right, guys, let's give it up for David. I don't want to massacre his name, but Ray
Rig, something like that.
Okay, Dave, you got to help us out, man.
What's up, Dave?
I'm gonna do my best. Let's give it for David Ray. Thank you for joining the discussion, Dave. Roll call is the roll call. All right, and not just any dog. Side boy,
dog.
Is all.
Bert dog.
All right. Whoa, and I got to give it up to the matriarch. Yes, Miss Debbie, the sounds are back. We are back in action. Got to give it up for Miss Debbie. This woman is so special. She showed us so much love. You know, what more can we say for her? What more can we say, guys?
Hey, give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to Debbie. Debbie, thank you for the gold bar. I received it today. Really appreciate it. Thank you. I had to pop it over and take weeks of it. So I appreciate it.
Miss Debbie with that gold bar. Let's give it up for Top Hat Dab, aka the matriarch. Hey.
I'm having some right now.
What's going on, Tanya?
Oh, and our brother from another mother.
Oh, yes.
None
know what
other
it is?
than D.
You know what it
Sizzle.
is?
You know what D. You know what it is, Sizzle. All right, we got my guy, 49ers, Chanel.
Nice.
We got
And another, my brother. He was the first in the building in the chat tonight. Let's give him props. Let's give it up for Corey Davis. What's going on, KD?
What's happening, Corey?
Yes, my man KD. All right, we got CG Booster Sports in the building. Thank you, CG. Even though I'm mad at you, CG, we're going to give you a round of applause, man. Yeah, CG, we're gonna talk today, brother.
What's happening, CG?
Today you're going to learn. In words of Kevin Hart. Today you're going to learn, brother. All right, guys, so that will conclude.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
We got one more.
We got Silverado Kev in the building.
He said he almost to the crib.
He's almost there. Almost to there.
All right. Well, we're going to give him we give him his flowers when he get in. He's late, damn it. We're going to dock his ass. Get your ass here. So like I said, that will conclude the roll call. Let's give it up for the real talkers. We appreciate each every one of you guys. Now, hold on. What do I see something. I see something. Red. Do y'all guys notice something?
She got a mic.
She like Janet Jackson over there.
Nice.
Oh, she got a Janet Jackson over there. She got a mic coming down. Go ahead, Red. Go ahead.
All right.
That's right. Let's go, Red. Okay, guys. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk about the game, man. Let's get it popping with a little open discussion. That song reminds me of some wild New York nights, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, look.
You just bop that shit. You bop to sleep to that. Black Moon, for those who don't know, man, we do it. When it comes to music and real talk, we give it up, man. We throw it all out. I like to think we're pretty flavorful in that, in that regard. So like I say, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk about it, man. Jag.
Well, me personally, man. We did what everybody expected us to do. That I was just scared to speak on because you know how that go with us.
You was scared.
You know what I mean? So we went out there, took care of business. We didn't play down to the competition. We came out and we dominated from jump. I would have liked for us to go forward on that 4th and goal at the line.
Right.
We should have went for that touchdown, dog. Ain't no way in the hell we should have kicked the field goal against the Jaguars. It ain't like they were gonna drive 99 yards.
It was nothing to worry about. Right. Exactly. The
Nothing
defense was holding up.
But it shouldn't have come down to a 4th down because he missed a wide open. You couldn't get more open than Wilson was on that 3rd down, and he completely whipped on it. And I know Jimmy G people are going to get at me, but see, we're about to play the Vikings, a playoff caliber team next week, and you cannot afford to make mistakes like that because those boys will go down the field with that offense. They're already a high-scoring team. We can't afford simple little mistakes like that.
Right.
I want to say, you know what? I said that on Facebook about Jimmy missing that wide open throw to Wilson. I had a lot of Jimmy fans say, well, Jimmy drove us down the field on that drive, but he didn't finish. You got to finish the drive, and he didn't do that. But anyway,
that's right.
But anyway, man, I just got one question. Where has this been? This should have been like this since week one.
Right. I hate to cut you, Dollar, but sir, excuse me. I got to stop calling you Dollar. It's Sersky, correct? Is it Sersky or is it King Sersky? Is it King Sersky or? All right,
Either
we're gonna go
one.
with King. Please go with King because I got a really dope new intro for you. Yes, guys, Sirskis. I got a butter intro for him with King. So go with King. I got something for you,
King
man.
Sirski, King Dollar, whichever one.
It's gonna work
no
out.
dollar, no dollar. I'm no longer
more dollar,
using
man. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No. I can't have that name on me no more. But yeah, man. But yeah, where has this been? You know, our identity is running the football, eating clock, even the opponent on the sideline, playing good defense. We should have been doing this. You know, it shouldn't take this long for Kyle to figure it out. But you know, we're doing it now, and it's a good thing he's doing it now rather than later because we're 5-5. We're still in the hunt. So we need to consistently do this until we come across somebody that can disrupt this. But I think nobody can't. You know, hopefully I don't think nobody can't. But if we could just continue to run the ball, eat clock, put points on the board, play good defense. I want to mention something. I want to give a shout out to Josh Norman, man, because you know Josh Norman leads the league in forced fumbles, and you know, and Josh Norman is that kind of he has that love and hate relationship with him. Like you can love him at one point when he do stuff, but sometimes he do stuff that make you just want to wring this.
Yeah, like that shit he did when he caught that flag. I'm like, what are you doing, man? You're a veteran. What are you doing,
but
homeboy?
think about it though. He
That's
haven't
half
even
of
been
our
here.
team right there, though.
He haven't even
Because
been here the
love-hate
whole
relationship.
season. He haven't even played the whole season and leading the league in forced fumbles though.
Yeah. So that shows he's a very important piece of that defense, man. So, you know, but as overall, man, we're doing what we're supposed to do. If we have our identity back, let's keep it going. Let's just keep it going all the way out. Look, listen, I know Kyle Shanahan is going to stick with Jimmy. Look at the position that we're in. We're fighting for a playoff spot. Jimmy's been here, so I mean, you know, I'm waving the white flag. Kyle Shanahan's gonna stick with Jimmy until, you know, like he said, until we out of playoff of contention. And if we do make it to the playoff, you see Jimmy. You know, but you know, it's just, you know, I just wish that Kyle would just put the guy in there sometimes just to get him reps because this guy's going to be the future. He's going to be our guy for the next 10 to 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So he needs all the reps and help that he can get. I saw a tweet yesterday from a guy asking Davis about Trey Lance. And he said, do you think it's a waste this year that Trey Lance down the field? And Eric Davis said, no, it's not a waste, but he's seeing, he's learning.
Yeah, he's still learning. He's not getting the actual
reps.
reps. Right. He needs those actual reps. I agree.
The only way you can learn and watch and do mental reps all day, but you're not going to get better physically if you're not there on that field. So I mean, it is what it is, man. You know, I waved the white flag on it. Kyle's going to play Jimmy. It is what it is.
Best example of that is in Green Bay. Jordan Love has been watching for years.
Right.
He finally got on there, and it was like,
but I will say this though. Once Jimmy's gone next year and Lance starts, if Lance ain't the guy who we expected him to be, that's not Lance's fault. That's gonna be Kyle's fault. It's gonna be. But on Kyle.
I think Lance is gonna be fine, man. Lance is just a stud. He just.
I think he's gonna be fine.
The fact that the kid can scramble, he can boogie. Yeah, he's gonna be all right. He can always bail on. He can always rely on that. At the end of the day, if the pass ain't running, you know, I mean, you could just do so much with him. You know, I just think Lance is going. You know, his play and all that. And it's going to pay for itself.
Hey, look, the media is the media. Don't listen to that. Is Jimmy staying 2022 height? No,
yeah, I heard that
he's
bullshit.
Not.
I heard. That.
The only way he stays if we win the Super Bowl because of him, not him contributing. That's the only way he stays if he win the Super Bowl because of him, because of his arm, because of number 10. That's the only way he stays. But other than that, nah, he ain't staying here no next year. So don't listen to Matt Mayoko, the media. Don't listen to that crap, man. That man is not staying here no 2022. If he does, I'm not watching 49ers game.
I might be with you, bro. But Dion made a good comment. He made a good point earlier before we actually went officially live, and he was saying how, you know, they're probably, you know, throwing him out there, you know, in case, you know, in the case or in the scenario, you know, the case that they make the playoffs, you can say, okay, well, it'll help his trade value go up, and you can say, hey, well, he is a playoff-bound quarterback. So the business side of it, I guess I kind of get that too. I mean, was it 26 million, 27 million?
27, I think.
Yeah, I'm just pissed off. I'm just pissed off at the inception of it and how him and Lynch went in the baby's office That's what we call Jay Brown. We call him baby. Baby. Went to the baby.
Boss baby.
Yeah, went to his high chair and
Now
begged to keep Jimmy.
You notice we've seen ownership the past couple of weeks. The past couple of weeks. It was Dr. York in practice, and at the game Sunday was the person that actually writes the checks, Denise DeBartolo York, chilling with Frank Gore in the tunnel.
Right.
So don't think that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan have a pass just because they've gotten 2 in a row.
They're being watched.
The clock is ticking.
As they should be. I mean, come on. How many years, how many seasons now? What are we talking? By now, we should be like the Patriots of old. You know, as far as the time go, we've held on to these players long enough. At some point, you got to make something up. We know everybody's not coming back.
Hey,
but I will say we strike gold in them late rounds, man, because Hufanga is my dude. That's my man. That's my
ballin'.
man. That boy balling, man. Yeah, that boy balling. Well, we got Red over. Red, you been quiet. Talk to us, Red.
Red Jet, take off.
Red Jet.
Is her mic on?
I think you're muted. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted.
I don't think
Can you hear me?
on.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
You heard me. I told you, called you Janet Jackson earlier.
I heard you. Y'all are crazy.
You got the headset with the mic. Control.
I know my control.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing you guys are saying. I mean, I feel like I'm just beating a dead horse with it because, I mean, we're 5-5 and it took us 10 games to get there. And that's just no excuse for that. The last 2 weeks have been consistent and we need that going into week 12 because we're going up against a team that is just pissed off. I mean, they took off on Green Bay. They took off on their asses. And going into these spaces, some of you guys have heard me like these last couple of days, they were fighting for over 12 hours in the space. 12 hours. Wow. And I'm like, and it's like, I asked the question, I think you guys might have heard me. I said, by a show of 100,
I had to leave.
How many? I saw that. But my question to the group was, and it was over 100 people, how many of you have been to at least one Candlestick game? And it was 100 people. I only got like 10 or 11 100s, and that's pathetic. So I'm just like, same.
Well, unfortunately for me, I'm sorry, I've never been to a Candlestick game. But
you don't count. See, you're a real fan. You're not a fair weather. You're not fighting.
No, I'm not a fair weather.
You're not someone that's battling over why Jimmy G is still here, why Trey Lance is not playing, because right now we're not focusing on week 12. We're focusing on this.
We're past that now. We're trying to make the playoffs.
Right. And I was just like,
playoffs.
We're grown. You know, these are grown ass men that are fighting each other. And I'm just like, what are we fighting about? Like, can we save that energy for Sunday? Can we? Yeah. Because we're not talking about, like, Dion preached, and I was just like, yes. I was like, keep talking, because I was all ears for it. And you had he quieted the whole space, not just one or two people, the whole space. And these were some people that just, they go in like it ain't nobody's business. So
yeah, you would think the 49ers are cutting them checks. Well, for all those dudes, I say this.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
We don't give a damn. What
I'm so ready. I'm just like, okay, we're in the second half of the season, and we need to focus on that. There are teams that are 5 we're here now. So can we focus on that? Because we're 5-5, but there's other teams, obviously, that are 5-5. Hello, the Vikings. And they're just as hungry as us, and they have no problem kicking us out. Right now, they are in 7th place. If we beat them, we go into 7th, possibly even 6th place.
I looked at the standings.
I won't even say the P word because of
they got them at 6.
So you say we win this game, we go in the 6th place.
Yeah,
we could. We could.
Let's go, man.
If we beat them,
we get these dudes, man.
We get 6.
If we beat them, the spot that they in, we get that spot.
We get that spot, and then the people that are above us, if they lose, we could jump up. Just one, not the whole thing.
It's gonna be some shit happen. Who's gonna lose? But we got to take care of business Sunday. I think Minnesota's a very beatable team. You know, I mean, I think we match up well with them, and I can't stand Kyle's boyfriend. I cannot stand this dude. Kirk Cousins. I can't stand it. You know, I got this one. I'm sorry, y'all.
You know business, born insecure junkyard mother.
I can't stand Kirk Cousins. That's how I feel about him.
Hey,
rat suit.
Just a quick note. You know Daniel Hunter is out for the season.
Daniel Hunter's gone,
Evanson Griffin just got arrested. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. And they helping the police too.
I don't like to joke about stuff like that with myself.
Yeah, with him, I say we pray for that brother Everson Griffin.
Right.
He's going to do some things. I mean, yes, it helps us on the field, but you know, in life and in reality,
his life.
you gotta pray for that brother, man. You gotta pray for him.
You're right. Let's get the round of applause for that.
And I'm gonna add to that too, because Dion, you calmed me down because I was super pissed. I was on a hype, and I'm like, why aren't we talking about right now? Why are we talking about stats that happened in 2019, 2020, the Super Bowl?
Right.
It's dead.
It's because
people hold on to it.
Fans. All they can do is
why?
post stats and everything else.
Put it like this. I'll give you a prime example. I live in AZ. So what do I run into all the time?
Arizona Cardinal fans.
So when Cardinal fans give me a bunch of shit, you know what I hold on to? This number right here. 5.
Exactly.
When you get one, come talk to me. And then, by the way, go get FOMO and then come talk to me. Because at the end of the day, you have no business trying to tell me about my squad and anything that I do because your team sucks. Your team can't handle the truth. Where you need to be. Okay? At the end of the day, I look at it like this, and I'll make a couple of quick points. Number one, any other coach without the last name Shanahan would have been fired with the current
fired a long time ago.
And people gloss over that and they go, well, no, man, you can't fire. It's not about firing him. It's about holding him accountable. And we as fans have that right. This hat right here costs me money. This jersey costs me money. Everything that we have and we spent our hard-earned money on, we paying this damn salary. So hell yeah, I got a right to tell you, you know, that you sitting up here bullshitting and playing with my money.
Yes, sir.
Okay. DMX said it best. You play with my life is when you play with my money. You played around, but this will be the last time you think something funny. Don't play with my bread. Get out there and get them wins. It took us over a year to get a home win. Jimmy in the last, I'll give y'all a perfect stat. Jimmy in the last two games, has thrown 182 and 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. Please, somebody on God's green there tell me why that is not considered an elite quarterback. Oh, newsflash, because those are pedestrian numbers, people.
Exactly.
You can't do that. There's nobody there.
He's getting paid a lot of money. He's getting paid a lot of money not to rock the boat. People should not confuse that with an A-list quarterback.
He's nowhere near that.
Haven't had that since Steve Young, Jeff Garcia, if you want to include him into the conversation. We haven't had that. We are who we are. We are a run-first team.
Right.
Yes.
And when we run first, his passes don't get as scary. I know when I'm at 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 5, I'm not as scared of him throwing the ball as in the 3rd and long.
Right.
Because I hold my breath then because I know 50% chance it's going to get intercepted. So we get paid not to rock the boat. And as long as we keep it that way, we will be fine.
Here's another stat for you. 86 to 41. Now I'm gonna leave that out there for the people. 86 runs over the last 2 weeks. 41 passes.
That's right. When we run the ball,
doubled our output because we don't want the quarterback to throw the ball. And that's what you get paid $27 million to do. So for all the people out there going, man, you know, Jimmy is great. He's looked so fantastic. I saw this bullshit Facebook post where they had the nerve, the unmitigated gall, as Stephen A would say. It was flat out blasphemous. They had Jimmy G standing there with lightning bolts and his hand up and Thor's hammer in his hand, talking about he was going to take us to the Super Bowl. I almost threw my phone across the room. I'm like, what are we? Okay, people, don't get delusional about this. Okay, the man is game managing. He's doing what we asked him to do. Do we appreciate it? Do we appreciate it? Yes. But are we going to sit there and say that this dude is elite? No. You ain't going to the Pro Bowl with doing pedestrian ass numbers.
No way.
I guarantee you not getting no votes. And if you do, that's just somebody just being, as he is called on the show, with Jimmy Sexual. But we went in there, we beat the Jags. Now, the other thing about the Jags, quickly, their rush defense is not to be played with. Not to be played with. Sobrano Kev in the building. Oh, he looked like, man, I was on the speed mission home. But
hope they get some ticket, no speeding ticket in home. Hey man, you got to give me that damn jug, man. That cup is fire, man.
On that, Dion, let me add.
All y'all got one is coming.
A couple.
All you got one is coming.
I need mine now. Damn it, right now.
Not now, but now.
On Dion's point, though, we did get lucky on Sunday because a couple of those drives should have stalled, but an inexperienced young team made stupid penalties on critical downs, which extended the drive and got us points.
Can I say this?
Let me say this. Everybody,
I love Jawan Jennings. Yeah,
I'm sorry, Dion.
Yes.
What were you saying about Jawan? What were you saying about Jawan, Dion? I'm sorry.
Jawan is the man.
That penalty
because look at okay.
I like Jawan
when
Jennings.
you see that play happen, the average person watching that play looks. The first thing they think is, "I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna break him off some." You ain't about to act like that. You know what Jawan did? He said, "I'm gonna get up and piss him off some more." If you saw Jawan when he got up, he had him, but all he did was smile. And this little face movement gets you kicked out the game, buddy, and it keeps our drive going. And that gives us a few some free yards.
That's what my man. That's what my man threw the punch.
Thank you, Jawan, for doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You didn't react. You got on the sideline. You say, "Hey, man, I did it."
But see, what I like about the game, as far as when it comes to Jimmy, I like the fact that he didn't try to force the ball to Debo all game like he normally do.
Right. Yes.
I mean, I like him. You know, I like to see him get other people involved, especially like going to this guy right here. Getting that
That's
guy.
My guy, man. That's my dude, man. You know, that's what Jersey I rock.
Ayuk showed y'all
catches, 85 yards.
Didn't it feel
he showed y'all what he could do.
Yeah.
And we've seen that we got
good to see our top pass catchers actually be used.
Yeah.
It felt good to see him spread the ball to Ayuk. And Kittle get a few, and Debo get a few. Actually, use them for their intended purposes, which is what we've been screaming for all season.
Right. This is the thing, though. This is the way we operate. The only way we can drive this wheel is for the run game to be on the driver's side and the defense to be on the passenger side. Jimmy bees in the back seat. We gonna look back at Jimmy and say, Jimmy, we gonna take you to that place where you're comfortable at. We gonna do it. We're gonna do it for you. So the run game, had the running game going. Defense playing good football, get turnovers. We gonna put Jimmy in the best situation where he ain't got to do too much. If we can do that, Jimmy can throw at least 20 balls or between 20, 25 throws a game. He's successful that way. He's not successful when he go over 30 passes. If you limit his passes, he can be more effective than going above 25 passes. So just let the offensive defense take you there. Let us take you to that place where you're comfortable at. And that's what we've been doing the past 2 games, and it's working. And it has to stay that way.
Well, let me tell you something. I have a theory that I used to say back when I was coaching AAU ball. Welcome back, Jew. When I was coaching AAU ball, like you can have an all-star team, like me. I mean, I'm out of shape. I ain't gonna lie. You put me on the court, I ain't shit. I'll be honest with you. But if you put me around the dream team, I can look a lot better. You put LeBron and them dudes around, I'm gonna look a lot better. And that's Jimmy right now. That's Jimmy. You're putting Stalin. A good coach can kind of, it can shadow his deficiencies. Like you said, if we're running the ball well, you got him throwing those little slants, those little dig routes and shit like that. Of course, he's gonna look better than he was. And in words of Ryan Clark, like he said, stats are like what? Swimsuit models. They look good, but they don't show everything.
Exactly.
Hey, y'all forgot one thing. Y'all notice the sideline.
Bars.
Y'all notice the sideline right now? The vibe on the sideline is changing. You see Kyle Shanahan over there chest bumping Jawan Jennings after that dude got kicked.
They had a meeting. Dollar. I believe they had a meeting. They had to sit down. It was a meeting. They had a skull session. Trust me, they had a skull session.
Yeah. The vibe is changing on that sideline.
And Jawan Jennings
and Kyle's starting to be more open now. I'm starting to be more open now. So hopefully that'll help as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead, Cave. I see you got the finger up.
Hey, I'm like, t-shirt.
Oh, I'm sorry, but before you go into that, my profuse apologies. Hold on, Silverado. Before we go into that, my profuse apologies. I had Miss Debbie's comment up for so long, and we were just vibing, man. And I really I got to get with the real talkers, got to see what they're thinking, and we got to involve them in the discussion as well.
We got to address that.
Yeah, the team is getting healthy at the right time. says the matriarch, and I want to give her a round of applause for that. She's absolutely right.
I'm not gonna trust D Ford until I see him on the field. Okay, I treat D Ford like a new product. Okay, I don't trust you until I try you. If you out there when you're on the field making plays, that's when I'm gonna give you love. Other than that,
yeah, I don't trust D Ford either. You ain't lying on that one.
I do trust Big Play Dre though. I'm happy that Greenlaw's coming back.
Yes, and Al-Shaair, man, he's playing like a man possessed. Al-Shaair is playing like a man possessed too.
Once we get Hurst back, that solidifies that D line up front where we can rotate guys in and out at will.
Right.
That'll make us much stronger.
Hey, I want Z's on that field, man. I want Z's on that field. I want Z's on that field. I know Greenlaw coming back, but I want Z's on that field. He's on a high speed run.
He's been doing well, but they don't call him Big Play Dre for nothing.
They call him Big Play Dre because of pass coverage. Aziz is better.
He covers better than Aziz in pass coverage.
I'm pretty sure that. Hey, go ahead. We can put it where there was a rundown. If we knew when there was runs, we put Aziz in. If we knew when there was pass, we throw Dre in. Because Aziz is better at the run fits and he's great with the tackling. Aziz is better. Dre is better when it comes to the pass coverage, and we know and understand that. And when it comes down to that meeting, I think what happened was the thing that really killed me was we had a bunch of people up at the podium looking like a bunch of cupcakes. Everybody was like, well, when people yell at you, it doesn't really do anything, and it hurts my feelings if you yell at me. And you know what Jimmy Ward said before the season started? If I got to be that asshole, I'm going to be that asshole. So Jimmy came back and said, it's time to be the asshole. And he kicked everybody out and said, look, we need to get this shit fixed. Y'all been up here bullshitting. I don't know what y'all doing, but we better get it together, and we got to get out here and get right. And the other thing that happened was, like you guys said at the beginning, the ownership showed up. They basically looked and said, look, man, this ain't about to work, okay? I don't pay you the money. I pay you to go out here and lose games. I pay you because you're supposed to go out there and win. You're supposed to put a winning product on the field. And at the end of the day, when you mess with a rich person's money, that's how you do it. The prime example, when Daniel Snyder, the owner of the Washington football team, didn't want to change the name from the Redskins to the Washington football team, you know how he changed it? FedEx walked in and said, we're going to pull our funding. We'll snatch it from you. And what did he do? Money talk, bullshit walk, baby. He changed that name. That's how you do things. So they came in and they said, look, Kyle, I don't care what Jed over here talking about. Your leash is short. And I'm going to always say this. I give a shout out to Jason Aponte for this. Period, point blank. When Trey Lance hits the field, the clock ticks on Kyle. Because you got your guy now. You have no excuse. There's no more BS. There's no more, I don't have my guy and everybody's injured. Nope, can't say that no more. At the end of the day, when he hit that field, the clock start ticking. So you better start winning some games. Otherwise, it's going to wind up booting your ass out the door.
Because talking about stats and all that other stuff has nothing to do with the here and now. It has nothing to do with anything that we've talked about. Because if you listen to these spaces, and Dion and Jew and a lot of you were in it yesterday, that's all they talk about. Oh, just do this. Or one of the questions was, is Jimmy G worth the first round pick? And I'm like, what are we talking about, bro?
No.
What are we talking about?
No.
You know what I mean? That was a question on the space. That was the question. Because when you came in, that's what got me. I was like, what? I'm so lost, y'all.
The season's not even over to discuss that. Can we get through these 17 games first before we
Can we get through the second half of the season? Can we focus on right now? How about that? Can we get past the Vikings before we can start saying the word, that P word, which is called playoffs? We can't get there yet. We're not there.
Right.
We're not. We're not even seventh seed.
We still got work to do. We still got a lot to prove, But guys, let's get to Will here. Will says Jimmy doesn't suck, but he's no hero neither. Name another good quarterback that doesn't have a competent wide receiver core, yet is successful. Save Tom Brady.
Jimmy sucks. No, I'm just playing. He don't suck.
I mean, like that's the whole point.
I was gonna say the Saints, but Michael Thomas isn't playing this year.
Well, I'm gonna say this for Jimmy.
Michael Thomas has all but disappeared. I don't know where he is, or he MIA. He been MIA for about 2 years now. Michael Thomas is gone. He got that check and he out.
He's been trying to get out
I
of
got a
there.
question for the whole panel. I
Let's
got
hear
a
it.
question for the whole panel. I want to put this.
Right.
You know, me and you down. We love our analogies, right? Right.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
Name me a food, right? Name me a food that y'all love. You know, it's okay by itself, but it's even better when you add hot sauce. You know, little Irish, little pepper. Like when you dress.
I would say chicken, but
about
chicken is not just okay by
So
itself. Chicken is
how many
delicious by
foods do you
itself.
want?
No, the first one to come
How
to
many
mind.
foods do you want?
What Dave? Listen here, hungry. One food that by itself, you know, if you have to, you eat it. But when you add stuff to it, you're like, okay, cool, I can rock with this.
Tacos.
My whole point is
mac and cheese.
Tacos.
My whole point
Mac
is
and cheese.
that's
say
Jimmy G.
Chicken.
That's Jimmy G. Because Jimmy G by itself, you're like, man, I'm not gonna eat this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna eat this. But you add a defense to it. You had a running game. You're like, all right, now we cook it. You feel me? Now we
Right.
But
Jimmy
take away the
G.
seasoning. I'm not gonna eat
G,
that
I'm
bland
dead.
ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's pretty much what Jimmy is. I was on Facebook today telling somebody said he's a very good quarterback. Stop it. He's slightly above average, mediocre to slightly above average quarterback, and that's what a good running game and a solid defense.
Right.
So you take that away from him, he's just a guy. And granted, he's been more good Jimmy than bad Jimmy over the past 2 games, except when he overtook Jeff Wilson Jr. But nigga in the end zone selling hot dogs. You know,
Right.
Other than that. And actually, no, wait. Remember that play in the first quarter? He had Jeff Wilson Jr. again on the wheel route down the left sideline. It ended up being 3rd and short. Had Jimmy put the ball where he needed to be, he's just running right now. Right. So my point is, like I've always said, it's not the plays he makes, it's the plays he doesn't make. That's the issue.
Oh, you mean like the play that to Jeff Wilson and ends up wide the hell open with no pressure?
Right.
I see. It's honestly shit like that just really keep me from wanting to give Jimmy, any kind of credit. Come on, it's no excuse for that.
It's hard.
It's really hard, man. It's hard. And let me tell you, man.
Hold on.
But see, Kev underscored the whole argument between the two quarterbacks.
Bring up Mr. G comment right quick,
underscored the whole argument between the two quarterbacks. Because once you take away the run game, Jimmy, it's nothing. Once you take the run game away from Trey Lance, he has more to offer with just his legs extending the play, with a better arm. That's why we want to see Trey Lance in there, because the run game, as good as it's been, isn't always going to be there. And you need a quarterback that can do something outside of the status quo. Jimmy G is not that guy, will never be that guy.
We need a little more.
We're not talking about every quarterback. We're talking about the quarterback of San Francisco 49ers.
My only point with that comment is, when you say every quarterback, no, you can't say about every quarterback. You can't.
You can't.
I'm sorry. No, it's Jimmy and a couple others. And I know the names about the name are top tier QBs, but in this league, you got to be top tier to get respected like that. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, Drew Brees when he retired, my man Josh Allen,
Justin Herbert.
The list goes on and on. If the running game and the defense don't work for them guys, okay,
they can still make plays downfield. They can still make plays.
Right. So no, you can't say that about every QB, bro. No, you can't.
And I say this to Jimmy. This is my biggest. This is my biggest issue with Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't keep the chains moving, man, enough for me. It seemed like when the games, let's go back to 2019. And my apologies, guys. I know we hate doing this, but let's go back to 2019. We started to thin out. We did. We started to thin out at a certain point. We started catching some injuries. Am I correct? We started catching some injuries. We started to thin out. That game against Seattle should no way in hell. The way we were moving that ball, there's no way in hell it should have came down to a big play, tackling my man at the. It shouldn't have came down to that. We were kicking ass. We was moving the ball very well. Very well. Very easy throughout the whole game. The ways we should have at least been putting up field goals or something to keep that gap, keep spreading that gap. The fact that this guy does not keep the chains moving, you let teams hang around and end up biting us in the ass in the end. We damn near lost that game. It should have never been up to Russell Wilson and them. It should have never came down to a last drive. We should have had at least a 2-possession lead, but he does not move the chains consistently for me. He doesn't have the killer instinct. He can't put you away. And that's what these other guys, the guys you just mentioned, can do.
Right.
He can't put you away. These guys can put you away.
Mr. G did it again. You bring up Mr. G last comment, please, sir. He keep putting his face out there. He keep putting his face out there. I'm gonna smack that motherfucker every time.
I'm telling you, before that defend Jimmy, they fight.
I'm dead.
Okay. Jimmy deserves criticism as much as you jump. Hold on, let me get it out for our listeners. Jimmy deserves criticism as much as you jump on him for missing. Jimmy Ward in the end zone. I'm sorry, Jeff Wilson in the end zone. Give him credit for that dart on 4th and 5 to Debo for
we
a TD.
We do.
You did.
No.
All I'm saying is, man,
we did.
How long do you want to deal with that trade-off is my question. I'm tired of dealing with that trade-off.
Exactly.
I had a guy, you coach your son. I used to wonder why he never gave his son a lot of props during the game. He said, you know what, coach? The reason I don't give him so many props every time he score a touchdown, because every time I pat him on the ass, he's shit in my hand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, come on. I know
that was a good one.
That was a good one.
But that's like your son bringing
get him, Kev.
F on the
get
test.
him.
That's like your son or your daughter bring home an F on the test, and you like
right,
and then he bring home an A, and you like, all right, great. God damn it! Listen, just do what you do. Be consistent. I'm trying that trade-off. People got last game, 13 play drive. We had the ball for 2 days, and we ended the goddamn field goal. Man, openly disrespectful.
That whole part.
And the difference between that game and next week, if we do that again against Minnesota, it'll be 7-3 instead of 3-0. Because they have the kind of offense that can go down the damn field, which is why I said we can't afford those mistakes.
Look, y'all gotta understand. Y'all understand. Me, I'm the biggest Jimmy hater. I don't think Jimmy that good at all. I think he's just all right. He ain't nothing to me. But if he goes out there and throws a touchdown, I'm gonna give him credit. But if he does something stupid, I'm gonna get on his ass. That's all. That's
opportunity.
No, Dollar gonna say this.
Yo, killing me with this.
That was me when Jimmy missed Jeff Ward. I said, Jimmy, killing me with this shit, Jimmy.
You know what?
That's real.
I'm gonna say this is how you know you have new Bengal fans.
Hold on.
When Joe Montana did stuff like this, we were able to criticize him, and he won 4 Super Bowls. How is Jimmy G immune to anything? Answer me that.
Right.
Crickets.
Or answer me. No, answer me why we're battling in these spaces when it's unnecessary. Answer me why we're still talking about these bullshit stats when we just discussed this. Right. Week after week after week. We just went down the field. Didn't even eat the clock and got 3 fucking points. That is pathetic. Pathetic. So if people want, not y'all, but if people want to talk about this bullshit in the space, then you do that. Talk for 12 hours. That just tells me what kind of life you don't have, period.
What you do is let them come over here to Real Talk 9 to talk and subscribe, and we tear their ass up over here.
The last thing I'm going to say about that Jimmy G blunder to Jeff Wilson Jr. And Deion, you remember this, Deion. On the show with you, and all y'all know out in the field, you know, when the crowd be like, yeah! Oh.
Listen, I couldn't believe he missed that play, man. I couldn't believe it. I said, that's
wide open. Nobody was there.
You had no pressure.
No pressure on him at all.
Nothing.
Come on, man.
I'm so done.
I expected that.
You could have literally rolled the ball to him.
The sad part is I did too. The sad part is I did too.
If he was playing Madden, he held the button down too long. You gotta tap that thing. You hold it down. You gotta tap it.
I'm dead.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you that's the truth. Because what I did was, what I've been doing the last 2 weeks is I've been playing the teams that we play. So I beat the shit out of the Jaguars. and pretty much I went through, and I had a hell of a game against the goddamn Vikings. I can't stand Justin Jefferson. I hate his ass. I hate that motherfucker with a passion. That bastard is like I did everything I could. He was lighting my ass up, but I still got him. I got him. So we good. We gonna win this week. When I've been playing and we win, we win.
Hey,
well, let's make some noise. Let's make some noise for Dion.
The only thing that worries me about the Vikings is how can you stop that two-headed monster? How can you stop that two-headed monster with Thielen and Jefferson? Because nobody's been able to figure that out.
I'll tell you how you stop that two-headed monster. The defense gets on the Kirk Cousins, you rattle Kirk Cousins. That's how you stop it. You got to cut the snake off front of the head.
But that requires a consistent
the offensive line terrible. Offensive line terrible. Even all weekly.
They can't be that terrible if he's going for 300 yards a clip. They ain't that bad.
Offensive line is terrible.
Hey, Dion, you say you play Jimmy on Madden?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I play Jimmy on Madden too. Look, I play Jimmy on Madden too, and
he makes mistakes.
I like to play it fair.
Yeah,
man, when he overthrows the balls on Madden, even
Madden. I use trade.
Listen to me. Madden is spot on because I'm gonna tell you right now, the mistakes Jimmy makes in real life, he makes in the fucking game. I swear to God, I've seen it. I've done it. I've thrown it. I'm sitting here. I like just like Ken said. You tap that thing. I did this. Ayuk had a nice little streak. He had a go route. They call it a 9. Ayuk had a step on him and everything. I tapped that joint. I'm like, when you tap it, you supposed to loft the ball. I tapped it. You know what happened? The DB found a way to catch up and intercept the damn ball. I was like, damn, Jimmy. Come on, man. What are we doing?
I had Debo going across the middle, and he was wide open. Nobody around him. Nobody. It was CDC guidelines. Everybody was 6 feet away from him.
I'm dead.
I threw the ball. He overthrew Debo on the crossing route. He overthrew Debo.
It happens, bro.
Matt know who Jimmy is, bro. They be spot on.
But no.
Hey, Don, can we get to Jamie Bryant's question?
What's up?
Say what I was going to say earlier.
I think it was the one before that at 4:54. Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, I have a question. I was on another podcast asking when are they going to play Lance to involve him in plays. They kept skipping my question. So with that being said, I'm gonna tell you right now, from my perspective, I don't see Lance getting any PT. The reason I don't see Lance getting any PT is strictly because of what they are doing. Oddly enough, if you look at the Raiders game, our last preseason game, our run game would be so much more dynamic with Trey Lance at the helm because he's another runner. But you can't. But the thing is Kyle is stuck in his ways. He's a very stubborn dude. I'm a Taurus, so I'm expected to be stubborn. That's just my sign. But
no wonder Kyle, we get along.
Yeah, Kyle. Yes. I don't know what sign he is, so I don't know how he wound up being stubborn. But he's gonna play Jimmy, and he's gonna keep trying to drive up his draft stock. But that's the whole point of it, And that's what I'm thinking on that. They'll only put Lance. I'll tell you right now. You know when they're gonna draw up plays for Lance in the playoffs, because it's gonna shock people if we make that, and that's a big if.
Right.
So you can confuse the shit out of somebody when you see big ass number 5 come in the game, and you like, well, wait, man, you put Jimmy back in. I don't want to deal with him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't put Jimmy back in.
Well, I tell you this, I know
the best chance for him to get playing time will be against either Atlanta or Houston. And that's if and only
if.
Look, the game,
if and only if, right?
Yeah, only if the game is not out of question there. Otherwise, I don't see him getting in like Dion said.
But man, look, those 2 games, we all be drunk. Those 2 games, we still can't say that because we don't see that Atlanta and Houston beat teams that's like in the playoff hunt. So we really can't even say that. Because we just watched Houston put it on goddamn.
I'm going to tell you right now, Jew, I ain't worried about no damn Texans. I am not. I'm sorry. I ain't got no fear for the damn Texans, period, point blank. They suck way too bad. You know, I'll give you a tidbit about the Texans real quick. You know that the NFL ain't disciplined Deshaun Watson in any way, shape, or form, and he just sitting there getting paid. Have you ever thought about that? Now, I get it. He's a PR nightmare right now. But at the end of the day, there has been nothing done to him legally. The NFL has said nothing. So to me, if you are getting paid, I'm putting your ass on the damn field. And I'm going to tell the people out there, don't ask him nothing about this damn case. If you do, I'm going to take him down, and y'all can find me as an organization. But I'm going to play him. Fuck, why not? Shit, he out there earning on his damn money.
The reason they won't put him in is because he has a problem with the McNairs, the ownership. They've talked bad about him. There's bad blood between him and McNair's party. So they're never going to put him in. But the NFL can't discipline him because they still haven't determined the court case. Nothing has moved as far as going to trial yet. They're still trying to corral or get the other witnesses to agree on a settlement. So the NFL
or to even talk, even to come in and talk. Right.
Right.
Hey,
that is so.
Well, look, I know.
Go ahead.
I know I got here late, but I do want to speak on the actual game itself, you know, with the Jags. Now, we won 30-10, right? Great. We should have beat them like that. Now, how can we win the game like 21-17, 24-20, something like that? There would be cause for concern. But my point is, even against an inferior opponent,
we went in and did what we were supposed to do.
Even against an inferior opponent, you still got to execute, make plays, and do your job. You see what I'm saying? So when they say things like, "Oh, it was on the Jaguars," they all get paid too. They all get paycheck to play every game like we do. So you can't go out there and lay an egg. Well, it's on the Jaguars. Can you imagine we'd have lost? That was like, y'all lost to the Jags?
Man, look.
Shit like that. So my only
go
point
ahead,
is,
you
smack teams like that. And we smacked them. But this week here, this game right here, oh yeah, it's a playoff game. So I'm gonna tell you right now,
it is. Every game is a playoff game.
Jimmy. We're gonna need Jimmy to be all good Jimmy. Not Jimmy appearances at all. I don't want Jimmy have to burn a timeout this game. Be on your game, Jimmy. Be on your game, Jimmy.
No, not be on it. Stay on it.
Stay on it. There you go. Stay on your game, man.
Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
You have to get ready. So my thing is, Minnesota's doing everything they can to make Jimmy beat them.
Right.
And Jimmy better answer the goddamn bell.
They all better.
If you got to hand the ball off to the receiver, you better make sure you get that thing.
Yeah, you got to make sure that in this game, I'll tell you this. Here's the key. Here's the key to the Vikings game. Run the ball like we have the last 2 weeks. You know why? The Vikings are giving up 131 yards per game running. So anybody that rushes against
now.
Hold up. And then I'm gonna flip to my boy Kev on the DC.
Green Bay averaged 5 yards a clip on the run last week.
And then I'm gonna flip to Dave. I'm gonna flip to Kev on the DC side of it. Do y'all know we have a tremendous stat from the following 2 weeks that's actually fantastic? This is for us on our defense, and I'm gonna need you to hit that round of applause after I say this. We have held teams to under 60 yards rushing as a total in the last 2 weeks. Come on now. They ain't even got to 60.
But look though, we haven't
without our main plugs on the line.
But the thing is, Drew, you just stole my thunder, brother. You just did it. Now I need to. I need to rub.
I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm dead.
But that's what I mean. Like we've held teams to under 60 yards rushing the past 2 weeks. We are a rushing team. So think about it like this: if you go with Elijah, Jeff, and Trey Sermon, we can murder them. We could walk down the field and actually score. Hopefully, please don't throw the ball on the one. If you want to do that, just put Trey Lance in.
Just put Trey in, man.
You know that's what happened because he did it with Trent Sherfield on the one we played against the Lions when we needed a shot in the arm against the Green Bay Packers. Trey Lance gave us that shot, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey.
So these are just facts. Just saying.
Now, speaking of that, I know Debo is, my guy. Debo, my guy. I love me some Debo. He coming. Ooh, Debo. That's my Debo. But do you understand why we see Debo in the backfield so much? We lack speed without Mitchell back there. We like speed at the run back spot. Trey Sermon got decent speed. Jeff Wilson Jr., he run hard. He must slow his pace. He ain't real fast. You know what I'm saying? So now with Mitchell back, hopefully we don't see as much as a Debo in the backfield. So my thing is now, and they're missing two starting defensive tackles in the middle now.
Let me say this about our running game. I love Jeff Wilson when he came back from how he stayed with the team. Trey Sermon was a better running back on Sunday. Trey Sermon was a better running back. He may not have gotten the carries, but as far as burst, he was better. That 23-yard reception that he set up for our field goal to make it 20-3, he has that burst. There's no reason why we shouldn't be using him more behind Mitchell. He should be the number 2 back. He showed that Sunday.
Well, talk to your boy Kyle. Apparently, he feels otherwise.
Hey,
so we're not saying
I heard.
I think it's a damn shame we haven't seen this kid on the field. It's a damn
I
shame.
heard Debo want Rich Eisen, and he said we're gonna see more of him in the backfield for the rest of the season, even with Mitchell back there.
Well, Kyle likes to play. He likes to play the strategy.
If we're gonna mix stuff
that might be a decoy too.
That
might be a decoy too.
Hey, Debo been looking good, just as them running backs back there on that field. Man, when Debo get that ball out that backfield, man, ain't nobody touching him. It's over. It's over.
Go ahead, Brad.
But you know who that helps when he's in the backfield? That helps Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
Again, he showed out on Sunday.
The boy said he was a running back his whole life until he got to South Carolina. They turned him into a receiver.
But I'm gonna say this though: if we don't go out and hit hard and hit fast, because these last 2 games we've done that, but you got to do it just a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Because the Vikings are a little bit harder.
Right.
We thought that against the Rams. Obviously, we proved everyone wrong. We already kind of knew that the Jags was going to be easier because of what was going on, and then they got pretty banged up on Sunday. Yeah. But this team that's coming to California, or they're already here, they are ready. That means we cannot run out clock. We have to go in fast, like my jet.
I think we are just as ready, and I think we're gonna punch them in their damn mouth. I don't think
do it fast though.
I don't. I've watched the Vikings this season. I've watched them. I'm not that impressed with them. This is a very winnable game if we go and play our style of football. Very winnable game.
All 4 of their players that start on defense are out. One with COVID. Everson Griffin.
I'm scared to go there. I'm sorry, Dollar, but I'm scared to go there because we said that shit in the past.
Right.
No, I don't want to use that because every time we focus on their weaknesses, we get tore up.
Right.
I'm saying.
Arizona should have taught us that.
I'm not saying we're gonna go ahead and bust them in the mouth. I'm just saying we should be able to take advantage.
Right.
But I'm not saying go out you know what I'm saying?
Because if we start high, especially if we go on offense first, we have to set that bar hella high. We're at home. This is an opportunity to have 2 home games.
Right.
We have to set that bar high as soon as the clock hits 15, start that bitch.
Right.
And don't finish it until we hit zeros.
Hey guys, but you know what? We gotta save some of this.
Defense first.
Right, yeah, right.
We gotta save some of this for Saturday, man. That's the pregame.
Right.
We supposed to be talking about the Jags, man. So
we'll have plenty for Saturday.
No. Let's save it for Saturday. We gotta talk. We gotta celebrate this Jags win, man.
The last 2 times we have started on offense, the Rams and the Jaguars, we had drives over 11 minutes.
Yeah, true.
11 minutes. When you have a drive that long, your opening series, that immediately causes the other side to panic, just like the Rams did and just like the Jaguars did. If we could do something like that against the Vikings from jump, like Shell said, that just makes it easier for the rest of the team. Because now they're behind the 8 ball.
It's the Shanahan offense, man. If the guys are running the ball successful, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have an easy time. That's in a nutshell. You look back at his daddy, it's the same. I keep telling you, it's the same template. If the running backs are grinding, we're going to have an easy time with the Vikings. And I don't think they pose that much of a threat. And you know what? I'm going to come on my back. I'm going to talk just as much shit this week as I did last week with the Jaguars. We taking care of these dudes. Because Kirk Cousins ain't nothing but a punk. All you got to do is punch him in the mouth and rattle him. I'm telling you. Watch.
Yeah. I got a question. When you start with the football and you take away those certain amount of minutes from an offense, keep the offense on, don't you take away their scripted plays?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You back them in. Yeah, you back them into another. Up. Yeah, you got to basically speed everything up. I'll give you the stat line from the last 2 weeks against the Rams. Great. We had the ball for 39 minutes and 3 seconds. Against the Jaguars, we had the ball for 38 minutes and 22 seconds. There's only 60 minutes in a game. So when you do that, the defenses are dog tired. They don't want to be out there. Like they huffing and puffing, hands on hips. They over there looking like, man, can we just get off the damn field? And even though our run stats –
I'm sorry, Dion, but don't you think we can speed it up a little more? I think we need to be getting under center a little quicker.
That's what I was saying.
We can speed it up to stop that. We could actually speed it up, get the tempo going. We can speed it up a little more.
But I think you want to be mindful of speeding it up, because then that may put us in a situation where Kyle calls a play where Jimmy has to throw, and we're trying to eliminate that as much as possible. So like when we rushed last week, look, okay, Jeff, 2.6 yards per carry. Trey Sermon, 3.2 yards per carry. Deebo Samuel had 9.9, but that's because he's an unexpected runner. He's not technically a running back. So their rush defense is solid. They held us down. The thing is, we just kept grinding and grinding and grinding.
Right. Hold on,
when
Dion,
you do that, it's just time. You get tired.
But my brother, did you not see what we did to the Rams? With the run game, we decimated them. Them guys was dog tied then. We sped it up. If we speed it up with them, granted, it may force them to throw some, to call something what Jimmy's going to throw. You know, Jimmy ain't throwing no strikes, and at the end of the day, you still tiring out their guys. They can't get those subs in.
Well, see, what I feel like what's really killing them though is that our long drives, with they keeping their defense on the field for 11 minutes, and then we come back and get a 3 and out. Our defense come back and get a 3 and out or get a turnover, and then we put them boys right back on the field, and then we run the ball down and throw it again. And they're just gassing them, and then that's why the last 2 games been like they been. We got to do the same thing next week.
Right, but let me make some noise for D'Amico.
We ain't giving defense enough.
The defense is balling. The defense has been balling, man. We got to give them that. They've been getting
defense haven't been getting no credit.
Yeah, haven't been getting enough credit. You're right.
Josh Norman leads the league with forced fumbles. You got to have a player like that on the football field. You got to.
Because if they go out on offense first, we have to knock them down. And as soon as their defense gets on the field, we have to tire them out. Every single play. We cannot sit down. We can't be like, okay, this, that, and the third. No, baby. We let that clock run out, and we hit them every fucking time. I don't care if it's first down. Exactly. So if it's first down, you better get 5 fucking yards. You better get 6. You better get 3. Your ass better get something.
Right. Like I said last week, we set the tone. We make them play our style of football. As long as we do that every week, man,
we play our style of football, we'll be fine. But look, guys, let's get back into these Jags. I want to talk about the stats. All right. All right, let's look at the numbers here, guys. Total yards, we definitely we pretty much dominated there. Passing yards. We had a slight advantage there. Yards per play, 5 yards. Okay, I like the rush. First downs, third down efficiency.
Good, baby.
The time of possession was really the time of possession was really impressing me. I mean, look at that time of possession, man.
Almost 40 minutes. That's a lot.
Almost 40 minutes. Yeah, man. You know, the fumbles, fumbles lost. I mean, like I say, the defense definitely won on the, the turnover game. And that's the thing. The defense getting the ball back for us is big. Whereas in the past, we've been losing, we haven't been getting turnovers and we've been turning the ball over. So offensively, if we don't turn the ball over and the defense is getting turnovers and the run and everything is kind of in sync, I just don't see how this team, I don't see how Minnesota beats us. I'm not that impressed with Minnesota. I just don't think that they can beat us. I don't see us losing to Minnesota, guys.
I've always looked at Kirk Cousins as what I like to call a stat pattern. Kirk Cousins pads his stats so he can get paid. His stats look gaudy, they look ridiculous. But at the end of the day, Kirk Cousins ain't taking you to no Super Bowl. He ain't winning no playoff games, and he ain't worth much. As soon as you get him rattled and you get him all shook up, he doesn't respond well. And I mean, those 3 sacks that we had, two were by Nick Bosa, and one was by Arden Key, who's had 3 sacks in each of the last three sacks, a sack in the last 3 games. So we can do this. It's just when it comes to the situation, us versus the Jags, it was very easy for us to go ahead and take advantage of them because they're a young, inexperienced team, and then at the same time, probably their, their head coach is most likely too busy kicking it in the club instead of worrying about the game plan next week. We all know how that works.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not too much worried about Minnesota like that. They don't scare me like that. And at the end of the day, everybody's not going to be Jacksonville either. Minnesota will be better, but I think if we come out and play our brand of ball, I mean, Minnesota might be better, but they're not better than the Rams.
Oh,
and we did take care of the Rams. Aaron Donald over there. I just don't see why we shouldn't be successful with the run because everything is going to predicate off the run.
The only thing that I will say about Minnesota is they got a young man named Eric Kendricks. And unfortunately, Eric Kendricks, he is really good at the line of scrimmage. He really is. And they got a young man named Anthony Barr, too. So they missing 2 of their front 4 with Daniil Hunter being out for the season and Everson Griffith going through the unfortunate problems that the young man is going through. But at the end of the day,
pray for that man.
Hey, Kendricks, pray for that man. Yeah. Kendricks is there, and so is Barr. And Barr can make plays. Like I said, I love Barr because he's a UCLA guy. I hate Eric Kendricks because he came from USC, and I don't like nothing USC. I'd piss on Tommy the Trojan.
I'm dead.
They pissed on them last weekend. I'll tell you that.
Oh, we knocked the crap out of the Trojans, boy. We beat them 6-2.
I ain't never seen anything like that.
Those 2 names you just said, Dion, there's 2 things about them boys that I think people gotta over their head. You know what it is?
What's that?
Both the boys play linebacker, and linebacker is Jimmy D's favorite receiver.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. And Kendricks tried to pick him off a million times. Yeah. He liked Jimmy.
Yeah,
he liked
Jimmy. Well, Jimmy got a problem with
Jimmy like him.
Jimmy don't see linebackers, man. You know that. Yeah, Jimmy don't see linebackers. But let me tell you what Kyle is doing. He's doing what he did in the playoffs. He's just doing it a lot earlier. He's taking the ball out of Jimmy's hands and he's running the damn ball. He's not leaving it up to Jimmy to blow these
and
games.
Honestly, he should have did that week 3.
Listen, man.
I'm just hoping that. I just hope that Sunday I'm not gasping every time there's a snap because I'm sick of that shit.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh,
man, that's my mistake. I'm so sorry, man. That was my bad. I gave it away. I gave it away. Yeah, I know.
You know what it is.
Spoke to D-Sizzle. He's highly, elated. The brother was at his cabin. D-Sizzle's out there with the elements, and here's another segment, guys.
Yep.
Sizzle says.
They call me go-to. D-Sizzle, pimp. What's up? First of all, I want to say happy holidays to you and your family. I hope everything is good. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to get to it. Here you go. Listen here, Jimmy and Shannon. These are the kind of drives that we like. I'm telling you, we love this kind of stuff because you are tiring out the defense. They do not want this. This is Willie Ball. Please keep doing it. But one thing about these drives that you cannot do is this. I was on Twitter the other night, Jimmy. And I'm telling you, man, I had to hold people back, man. They want your neck, boy, because you do stuff like that at the end, man. If you keep doing that, man, I can't hold it back. I'm just going to go on and get out the way. I'm going to get out the way and let them get you, man. So come on, man. You got to clean that up for me. Man, they calling you jittery Jimmy, man. That's what they're calling you. Man, so come on, clean it up. Other than that, man, offense, well done. Nothing else to be said. All right, on to the next. Bye. Defense. Total domination against the Jags. You supposed to do that. This was like, I'm going to say kind of like practice a little bit. A little bit, yeah. That's what it was. I told you. To go on down there, handle your business, and that's what you did. One person I seen, man, Kowalski Tart, man. I know you're just not coming back, but you look a little lost, man. You all right? All right. So on to the next, man. Yeah, like I said, we got the purple people eaters coming up, man. But we eat purple people eaters too, cause they ringless. Other than that, man, it's beautiful out here. I ain't got too much to say, cause we got a big game coming up, man. So yeah, don't be, and that's last but not least to the fans, all y'all, man. I better not hear another P word or the S word again, because if you do, I swear to God, your ass getting the belt. Bye.
Not bye.
All right. Let's give it up for D Sizzle.
I live for that, man.
I'm done.
Let's give D Sizzle a round of applause for that. For his game footage. D Sizzle is also our roving reporter, guys. He's a very serious figure. Yeah, he's also our roving reporter. You know, D Sizzle doesn't play, man. You know, he actually showed the clip of the infamous Jefferson play. I mean, he's right. We can't win with shit like that. We can't win with it. I was so pissed with Jim M down here. Like, what the? I was eating a burger. I almost choked on my burger. I got so upset screaming at the TV.
Same.
I'm chewing it. If the burger was so good,
my phone so many times after that play, it was ridiculous.
Like, how could he? I just understand. This is a professional quarterback.
At the end of the day, every time when that happened, I'm telling you that was the immediate time. I was looking for
a Pop Warner kid wouldn't have missed that pass.
Wouldn't have missed that. No. I'm telling you that was the time.
Nothing on, no pressure.
Oh.
And the only reason he got a second reprieve is because it was the Jaguars. Against anybody else, he would have been out.
Fucking dollar.
I'm dead.
That's Dollar. Let's thank Donald for that soundbite. Dollar was responsible for that
I told you. And it was like, yeah. You know what I mean? He was so open. I mean, and the play design, you had Debo on running back, Kittle at tight end, Jefferson Jr. at that tight end. Oh my God. Man, listen. You don't know the Jaguars, they look so discombobulated. Who I got? Who you got? Well, I had tight end. Who the tight end? Shit.
Yeah, well, that's
you know, it was.
That's gonna happen with a young team. That's why I said everybody's not gonna be the Jaguars, man. We got it.
But Kyle could dial up a play for an obvious situation with Trent Williams and have him out there. I'm telling you, look, let me tell you something about Trent Williams. Trent Williams is probably one of the most athletic big men I've ever seen in my life. I watched one of his off-season workouts that he did, and he was
jumping up on the
box jump. For a man to be that large and have that kind of athleticism is freaking
agility.
But let me tell you this: I know when he came down, he caused an earthquake because he jumped up as high as he could get, and that man came down hard. They had three people blanketing him, and Jimmy still threw the ball. I'm like, why are you throwing the ball to a triple covered offensive lineman who's never caught a ball in his career? What are you doing?
I've watched Trent Williams. I've watched him dog walk motherfuckers downfield. You know, he's supposed to be blocking. He's dog walking motherfuckers. He's just rolling them.
It's not fair. Literally, I watched Trent literally grab a dude because you know how they grab you by your shoulder pads and that's how they block, right? I literally watched Trent grab a dude and sling him to the ground who was just as big as he was. That tells you that man's strength level is off the chain. The only other person I know that was probably as strong as Trent Williams, if not stronger, was Larry Allen. Larry Allen used to bench press 600 pounds.
Yes.
Wow. And I'm not playing 600. Wow. For real.
Well, you know, these NFL guys, man, I mean, it's serious,
you know what
man.
That just shows? That shows that Trent Williams is the franchise. Usually reserved for quarterbacks, but that man is the franchise. If he goes down, this season is a wrap. And I like Jalen Moore replacing him on the left side, but
he ain't no Trent Williams
between the two. There's no comparison. No. Let me also state that this winning streak is happening with Grimace watching from the sidelines. whatever they're doing, rotating Tom Compton and more on that right side, whatever they're doing, it's working. We couldn't have got that with Grimace on the right side.
I think what they're doing with that is they're putting more in on passing down because they know Tom Compton is trash in passing. And then when they want to run, they put Compton in because he might be better at the rush game. And that's okay. Yeah. I'm not going to be upset with that because at the end of the day, as long as we get the W, that's all I really want any damn way.
Right.
I would have liked to have seen that with Grimace on the field, that rotation. Maybe he would actually still be playing if he concentrated just on run blocking. But
look though, don't y'all think that'll be a problem though? Like if we do make a run, if we are switching them out like that, only on run and pass down, because other teams will know what's coming.
Because you can still run or pass with either guy.
Moore can still do both.
Yeah, that's the thing. You confuse the hell out of somebody when they say you see Jalen Moore and you think it's bad. But then
I just
that
want
thing you
Tom
know,
Compton ass on the sideline.
I do too. Nobody likes Tom Compton.
Compton. Yeah, he's horrible. You know. But with all that being said, guys, it's getting a little late.
Yeah.
Oh, what y'all know about Tribe Called Quest?
We know a lot about Tribe Called Quest.
That's my group. Yes. The love movement.
It's like a big name slick back. That's the whole thing.
Love movement.
We are in 90s mode here.
Big name slick back.
98. The love movement. That's the one. Rest in peace, Five. Rest in peace, Five.
Well, I had to go dig into the crates for this one. So this is the switch up, guys. As you guys know, we out on this. And we want to thank everybody in the chats, you know, for all your support, all our subscribers. You know, thank you for rocking out with Real Talk 9 to Talk and being part of the discussion. I would do a roll call, but the roll out with the comment section it's just too many to name, man. So I'm gonna give all you guys a round of applause. Let's give it up for Real Talkers. I also want to apologize for not being able to get to everybody's questions. As you know, these conversations get loaded. Sometimes we can't get to everybody, so we apologize for that. Moving forward, I want to give my own special thank you to the staff or to my castmates. All right. We're going to start out. We want to thank our guest, Neon Dion from 90 King Podcast. Thanks for being part of the special, brother.
Appreciate y'all having me on, man.
And for the crew, we got Brother Sersky, Judah Great, Silverado Kev, the First Lady of Real Talk, Red Jet Shell, and Super Dave, the OG. Thank you, guys.
Super Dave, the boxing prognosticator. Did I not call it? Did I not call the fight? Oh. Did I not call the round?
Welcome to the home of that.
Shut up. That was what I did after you were right. I said, this mother. I said, now he gonna get on the show and show his ass. Okay. You talking
about that Sean Porter fight?
Yeah, the Sean Porter fight.
Yeah,
I saw this dude, man.
Look, he was supposed to retire. Sean Porter ain't want no smoke, man. He ain't want no smoke.
Sean Porter and his daddy, you know, they trying to get a payday, man. It's like, come on and stop before you get that boy hurt. And he was smart enough. He pulled the son out of there.
I just knew he was gonna make a mistake in the later rounds. That's why I called the
that cost him, yeah.
Well, let me tell you something.
Canelo's my guy. That's who I like. I like Canelo.
Boy gonna whip Canelo ass. They gonna keep it up. Boy gonna get him. Boy gonna get him. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you. Oh yes. Yes, and we will have you on the show after it happens. After it happens,
yes, please have me on the show. We can do it. Any opponent that comes in his way. Canelo was not
want to see man.
Frank Gore, December 18th.
Yep, that's
yes.
Who's he fighting? What is Frank doing?
He's fighting Darren Williams.
The
old point guard.
Oh man! So now, so it's another athlete.
Yeah.
Well, I give it to Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco tried. He means he got his ass knocked out, but he tried. He did.
Hey, when he got up there, that boy was.
When you get knocked out on your stomach, when you get knocked out on your Mr. Man, when you get a motherfucker knock you out and you lay on your stomach, it's a wrap.
Hey, he looked better than Nate Robinson. I know that.
With his booty in there. And they want to butt their head, bro.
I'm dead.
But I'm gonna say everybody wants to see Crawford and Spence.
Hey, listen, man.
Everybody wants to see Crawford and Spence. Those aren't even the two best welterweights.
No.
That guy that's 24 that will fight both of them. Neither one of them won anything with that 24-year-old.
I like Canelo and I like Tank. Tank Davis is dope too.
Yeah, Tank is the man. Tank is the man.
Tank is the man.
But I'll tell you guys this, man. Bud, Sean Porter normally gets away with that stuff because he normally outworks guys. So when he does all that, when he makes the mistakes, usually his opponents are gassed. That didn't happen with Bud. Bud was right, and Bud was stronger.
Hey, now Porter was on his ass now early on in that fight. Them first goddamn 4-5 round, Porter was on his ass.
Hey, Joe, go back and look at that fight. Go back and look at that fight.
I watched it.
Go back and look at that fight.
I watched it.
The reason
Bud
is
is
because
laughing
he
the
tried to
whole
turn it
time.
into a street fight.
Yeah, he was.
Once Crawford decided to actually box, it was a wrap.
The judges had they had goddamn Porter winning like 4 of those first 5 rounds.
What you think Bo-Mac told him? Bo-Mac say, listen, man, you know the judges. He said, I see what you're doing, but the judges he said that. He literally said this. He said, I see what you're doing, but the judges don't see it that way. Get out there and get this guy out of here. And that's what he did. The whole time Bud is laughing and he's talking to him in his ear. Did you notice that? That's what I say. Go back and look. Bud is laughing and he's talking in his ear. When they scrapple, he's talking in his ear.
Yeah, I seen him smiling and shit.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Friends, so
sorry, but I'm gonna he's probably telling you, I'm gonna let you run around. I'm gonna let you run around the first few rounds. You know, and I'm
once
gonna get
he
you out of
started to box and establish that jab, it was over for Porter.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Don, you can do me a favor though, because I ain't had a chance to do this in a few weeks.
Yes, sir.
So
get ready.
I just want to know, man, do we have any complaints about these last 2 games?
Any complaints?
No.
No, we had no complaints whatsoever, sir. No complaints. Listen, man.
For the sake of shock value, I'm not gonna say nothing, but yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, when is it when you take them how they come, man? But on that note, like I always say around this time, stay faithful, but more importantly, stay real. Because if you're not real, it makes no sense to be faithful. Get us out of here, Jill.
Once again, appreciate everybody for pulling up, rocking out with us tonight. Dion, man, appreciate you for pulling up, rocking out with us tonight.
Yes, sir.
See you on clicked out on us, man. Appreciate you for coming in.
Well, technology, you know how it is.
Yep. Jet, I got another tourist over here, April, baby.
Yes.
Hey, like I always say to y'all,
I'm married to a tourist. I'm good.
Man, look, hey, awesome show, man. Hey, I love y'all fellas, man. Hey, first lady, appreciate you for joining us, man. You know, ain't no turning back now. You got your headset, so you here now. You stuck.
Oh my God.
Yes, you Danny Jackson over there. Control.
You have me when I'm available. That is a promise.
I'm gonna make that your new. I'm gonna make that your new intro.
The intro.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Just make sure you're available on Wednesdays and Saturdays and between 4.
If I can, you got me. I'm dead. I'm
Like my
dead.
office hours are from 9 to 5.
I'm done. Y'all got me so twisted. I'm so mad. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I love it.
You stuck now. Ain't no turning back. But look, man, awesome show. Can't wait till Saturday's show, man, to talk about these Vikings. I'm pretty sure we all got a lot to say. We let a little bit spill out tonight, but that's how we always do.
It's true.
We apologize earlier for the games coming on Thursday because the first one's boring. The second one has the most annoying fan bases going in between each other. And then you got the Bills and the Saints. You got to wait for the real meat on Sunday.
And we are cheering for the Bills in that game.
Yes, we are.
That whole part.
I'm saying? So
I picked them, so go Buffalo. Yes, please. Please.
But man, look, with that being said, though, man, y'all, hey, enjoy y'all Thanksgiving, man. Everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all.
Absolutely.
Hey, real talkers, man. Same to y'all. Man, don't come back on here, man. I'm gonna come back looking like Kale on Saturday.
We all are.
You want to do that?
We need to focus in on that. He's clean shaven.
You want to do
But
that?
shit, man. Like we always do, man. Look, Niner game. Over everything.
Over everything.
Nice.
We out.
Peace.
Hey, that thing dope.
Bye. Take over. You want the phone 9 friends in? Top down, screaming out, don't tempt me. Put a trigger back to the